Hi, Cami. Okay, I believe we're going to start with proportional parts of a triangle. I think it might be 7.3, but double check. But anyways, this is the worksheet we're going to do. I'm going to do it over here on a clean copy, okay? So I'm going to do numbers 1, 3, 6, and 8 with you. And then you do the rest on your own and snap me a picture whenever you have it done. And I'll look it over and we can just kind of go back and forth with video like this. Okay, so let's look at number 1. We're trying to solve the missing number here, right? So when we're talking about proportional parts, we know that 8 goes with this number, right? So 8, we'll call this x. So 8 over x is equal to 20 over 15. All you have to do is now cross multiply and divide, right? So we know 8 times 15 equals 120. Well, what's left? Divide by 20. That'll give you x. So 120 divided by 20 is 6, okay? Number 3. If we're looking at this side right here, we know the entire side is 5, but we don't know what this little part right here is. That's our x, right? Okay. Well, I know that x and 4 go together. And then I know that 6 goes with 5 minus whatever this little part is here, minus x. Okay? Now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cross multiply. What's 4 times 5? That's 20. What's 4 times negative x? Minus 4x. Okay? And that equals x times 6, right? So 6x. Now we need to get x by itself. So we have minus 4x or negative 4x. We got to do the opposite. Plus 4x plus 4x. That gives us 10x. Bring down. So 20 equals 10x. We still need to get x by itself. So we divide. What's 20 divided by 10? 2. So x equals 2. Okay, so if we go to number 6 now, if we're looking at number 6, we know this entire part is 9. We don't know what the entire part over here is, but we know part of it is 4. Okay, so we know that x let's see here. X goes with 4. And we know that 6 goes with 9 minus 6. Okay. So basically you're saying, now we cross multiply. So what's 9 times x? 9x minus 6x equals, what's 4 times 6? 24. Okay, so now what's 9 minus 6? That's going to give you 3x equals 24. Now we got to get x by itself. Divide by 3. So that leaves you with x equals 8. Okay, now we have our last one, 8. We're going to work on number 8. We know the whole side here is 7. We know the whole side, we don't know the whole side here. We know part of it is 10. So we're missing this tiny part here. We're also missing this tiny part over here, but we have enough information to figure out what's missing. We know the whole side is 7, minus 5 is going to give you that answer. So we know this little part here is 2, okay? But what we need to figure out is this long side, okay? So we know that x, so we'll call this x, okay? X goes with 10, and we know that 2 goes with 5. So then we're going to cross multiply. Okay, so now we have 5x equals 10 times 2, so that's 20. Now we need to get x by itself, so we're going to divide. So x equals 4, okay? So we're not done yet. We've solved for x, but we need to find the whole entire side. So if this is 4, what do we need to do to figure out the entire side? We need to add. So we know 10 plus 4 equals 14. So that gives us our entire side. Okay? I want you to try the rest on your own and send me a picture when you're done. Okay, Cami, I'm going to go over similar triangles. I believe this is 7.2. Okay, so we need to figure out if these triangles are similar. Now, there's a couple ways a triangle can be similar. They can have similar sides, or they can have similar angles, or they could have both. Okay, so I'm going to go over a few of these on this front page, and then when you're done, I want you to finish the rest, okay, and take a picture. Okay, so if we're looking at number 1, 16 goes with this line, this side goes with this side, right? Well, they're the same. Well, if we look at this other triangle, 39 and 40, they're not the same. So these triangles are not similar. Okay? Now, if we look at number 2 here, we have to figure this out a different way. Remember, we're looking at sides or angles, and we don't have any information on the angles, so we're going to look at the sides, okay? Now, here we have 14, 8, and 12, and then here we have 72, 48, and 84. We have to try to figure out how can they be similar. Well, I was thinking, okay, I was looking at these numbers. Well, what is 48 divided by 8? That's 6, okay? What is 14 divided by 72? That's also 6. And what's 84 divided by 12? That is also 6. So these are similar. And they are similar because of their sides. Okay? So side, side, side. They are similar. All right? Let's go ahead and look at number 3. So number 3 is a little bit different, okay? So we know when we're looking at this triangle, okay, these angles are probably congruent. So we're looking at 14 goes with 8 is equal to 49 over 28. What we need to figure out is we need to cross multiply. And if when we cross multiply, if this equals the same as this, then that means our angles, or I'm sorry, that means our sides and angles are congruent. Okay, so if I multiplied 8 by 49, I'm going to get 392. And when I multiply 14 by 28, I also get 392. So that means they are congruent. And they're congruent by their side, angle, side. So you call that side, angle, side. All right. And then we're going to say similar, right? And how is by their side, angle, side. Okay. If we look at number 4 over here, and I'm sorry for my video, I'm trying the best I can here. We don't have any information on our sides, but we have some information on our angles. So we know we have one line and 2 lines, or 2 curves here. We have 1 line and 2 lines on these angles. So they match, right? We have 2, 2, 1, and 1. So this is similar by the angle and the angle. Angle, angle. Okay. All right. If I look at number 6, 6 is kind of like number 3, where we have to do the multiplying here, okay? So if I'm looking at number 6, I know that 16 goes with 25. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you can't see. 16 goes with 25. And this part right here is unknown, right? So we got to do 88 minus 16. Sorry, it's blurry. 88 minus 16, that's going to give us 72. So we know 72 goes with 1 over 107. Okay, so now we need to cross multiply. This needs to equal the same thing as this for it to be congruent. Or I'm sorry, not congruent, similar, right? So 25 times 72 gives me 1800, and 16 times 107, that gives me 1712. So the numbers are not the same. That means they are not similar triangles. Okay. I'll let you do number 5. Go ahead and finish the rest on your own. Make sure you watch Ms. Allen's videos for additional help, and then send me a picture when you're done. Okay. Thanks. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.